Hi, welcome to Research Reality. As part of National Science Week 2023, the UNSW Faculty of Science will be conducting a series of interviews with our university's researchers. My name is Angelica, and I'm one of the productions directors of UNSW Science Society.
My name is Shane Keating. I'm an associate professor here in the School of Mathematics and Statistics and at the UNSW Data Science Hub.
So for those of us that don't have a science background, what exactly would you say your area of research is in, and what does that look at?
So my research is about developing powerful mathematical tools to model, measure, and understand the world that we live in. And it's all about sort of developing new ways of taking data and extracting information about the world in order to be able to include that in models, include that in sort of statistical analyses so that we can make predictions.
What exactly does translational research mean to you?
So translational research to me means taking fundamental discoveries and turning them into knowledge. It's about turning data into knowledge. Knowledge that can be of value to communities, can be of value to decision makers, and can be of value to the public.
Yeah, and how exactly would you say that your research plays into that?
My research is all about extracting that value, that resilience, and that knowledge from very large data sets in order to be able to turn that into ways that we can better manage our environment and ways that we can better understand how it's changing.
So what impact do you hope that your work will have on society?
So I hope that my research has a couple of different impacts on society, and particularly it helps to sort of translate some of that data that we're gathering from space and from land and from sea and turning it into value and resilience and knowledge here on Earth and for people on Earth. We have a project where we're trying to understand better how ocean currents disperse pollutants or marine hazards, for example, a shipping container that might fall off a cargo vessel, or even someone who falls in the ocean, right? So how do you find that person based on the ocean currents? And to do that, we need to have better measurements and better models of how ocean currents evolve in time. And so we have an exciting project with NASA, the US Space Agency, and also CNES, the French Space Agency, who launched in December a satellite called the Surface Water and Ocean Topography Satellite. This is an amazing new satellite. It's like $1.5 billion of investment or something like that. And Australia is playing a really important role in that in terms of validating those measurements from that satellite here on Earth. So if the satellite is measuring the ocean currents or doing this, is it actually doing that? So we have a number of projects where we're going out and we're putting things in the water and seeing how they drift around and going out and making measurements of what the ocean currents are doing in order to be able to use those measurements from this new satellite to improve ocean forecasts, just like weather forecasts, but forecasts for ocean currents. And the reason for that is that we want to be able to use those to predict when there's an oil spill, where will the oil go? If someone falls in the water, where should we be looking?
If people could take away one thing from your research, what would you hope that they understand? So
if people could take away one thing from my research, it would be a picture. It would be a picture of our Earth from space. And what I find so compelling about that image is two things. First of all, how fragile it is, how very, very thin that tiny layer of atmosphere is that basically we all fit into. All of our hopes and fears and dreams and civilization all fit into this tiny thin layer of atmosphere. At the same time, our world is incredibly complex. It's amazingly, beautifully, intricately connected. And those two things, the fragility of our world and the interconnectivity and intricacy of our world, are the things that I hope that people take away from this.
So that concludes our interview today with Dr. Shane. Thank you for watching our video with the UNSW Faculty of Science, and we'll see you on the next one.